Time start. Right, so crowd, I'm going to need your help. I need you to count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so welcome to Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. I'm FingersTehHand, and I'll be running the game today. And over to my right is...
Hi, I'm Epic Dude Guy, and I'll be doing some co-commentary here.
All right.
A runner of this game.
So, if you've never seen this game before, you might notice that I'm not playing as the Prince, I'm playing as Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2. That's an exclusive Uplay thing for some reason. So, this game is set in between Sands of Time and Warrior Within, but it plays completely differently from both of those. So, if you've ever seen a speedrun of either of those two games, this is nothing like them. And I believe this game was also made to cash in on the 2010 movie version of The Sands of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But it's still a pretty decent game for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a cash grab, but it's pretty decent. And also for the speed run, it's pretty good. A lot of interesting techniques we're doing here.
Yeah. So you might have noticed that I'm jumping around a lot. Jumping is the fastest way to move around in the game, but every so often you'll also see me rolling around as well. Rolling is also faster than walking and safer, and it has the unique property of allowing you to just pretty much go past enemies unharmed, which is very handy. Now you might have already noticed that there's a lot of parkour. Jumping over gaps is faster than wall running over them, but wall running over gaps, wall running covers a much bigger distance, so we will be wall running over gaps every so often as well.
Yeah.
So
in the first part of the game, it's mainly just platforming.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward to start with, but once you get the ability to rewind, things get a little bit crazy.
Yeah, later on we get some interesting powers that we can use to break the game. This will be a lot of fun. Like, what language is their game in right now?
Oh, I thought I had it in English, but I guess Uplay didn't sync. I think it's playing in German, which was what I played the game in ESA Germany. Speaking of which, if you've seen either of my previous marathon runs, this one is very different because we found some new skips over the last few months, which made the game even crazier, but they won't come up for a while.
There's also a small thing there. If you double jump to a ledge like that, you're actually able to grab it instantly instead of wall running on the wall first.
Yeah.
It's a really cool technique.
We mainly rely on small time saves at the start of the game.
Really about the seconds here.
Yeah. Although there are a couple of neat skips coming up soon. So I do a wall run up here just because it's faster than just climbing through the cobbles. Now, I'm gonna actually go a little bit slower for a second, because if I go too fast here, then the game just becomes a garbled mess.
Yeah.
If you want to see the game as a garbled mess, we actually have a donation incentive, I believe, for a glitch exhibition. So get donating. And actually, do we have any donations to read?
Guess not.
I guess not. Oh, I was a little bit too far to the right, so I couldn't get the quick grab. Now you want to jump ASAP here. If you jump a little, oops, forgot to run. If you jump a little too late, then the prince just grabs the ledge, which wastes time. Oh yeah, so the prince just said that he'll never catch up with Malik. So that trick I did there, That's just a neat little glitch that saves like a second or two. Then we can just ignore those cobbles as well. Right, so coming up we've got a small puzzle. The first of, unfortunately, many puzzles, but we can skip a few. Unfortunately, this is not one of the puzzles you can skip. Right, so coming up is a precise jump. So I'm going to use the mouse just to line it up. Yep, that ought to do it.
Nice.
There we are.
You have to land exactly on the fence there, otherwise the drop is too high and you'll die from the damage or from the fall.
Very much. So there's lots of bad guys here. We can just safely ignore them. And I just killed one because the prince was about to jump on the bad guy. If you land on one of the bad guys, then the prince just attempts a Goomba stomp and then realizes that he is not Mario. So grabbing obstacles involves a little bit of auto-aiming. Here's one example of it. And here comes another example of it.
The auto-aim is so strong that you can just go through walls if the opportunity presents itself. But sadly there's like, I think there's only one other spot where you can do that, but there it actually causes a soft lock.
Yeah, and it's redundant by one of new skips as well.
Yeah, that's really cool though. So as for the story, we're kind of chasing our brother Malik right now.
Or as we like to call him, Malik.
And yeah, he's doing some bad things.
No, he's not doing the bad things yet. He's about to do the bad things.
To.
Spoilers, Robbie.
Okay.
Right, so this is one of those spots where you can just jump. Oh, if the prince will behave. That's the thing about this game. The controls are decent for the most part, but sometimes it just the prince just decides to do his own thing instead of what you want him to do.
Sometimes it's a bit clunky, and usually it'll lose you a lot of time, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's why the estimate is 1 hour 35 minutes, just because of stuff like that.
So here we're gonna skip this room by doing some platforming unintentionally.
Yeah, we just took an unintentional route that saved us about 30 seconds.
And go straight to the lever and open the door.
Right, so Malik just released the Sand Army, so now the police is collapsing. But that's okay, we're a Persian ninja, so we can just get through it. Whoops! I jumped too soon, so lost quite a bit of time. I'm actually at a decent pace right now, though otherwise.
Was ist das?
Was ist das? Right, so that was the only cutscene we can just skip by moving around.
So now we get to meet with Razia.
And we just met her, so we're just gonna...
We don't really meet her, we just skip the cutscene. But she's a djinn, and she gives us the ability to rewind time, as you can see in this cutscene.
So we just had a quick time event, the first and only quick time event of the run. There are other quick time events, but we don't need to do them, like, ever. So the place is collapsing again. This is meant to be like the tutorial to rewind, but we can just get through it, no problem.
And if you know the other games, but you haven't played this one from the Prince of Persia series, then the rewind system is quite different. because when you tap rewind, you don't really have control of where to stop the rewind, but it automatically rewinds you to a safe location. And here we're actually going to abuse that, because being on the wall like that is considered a safe location, so it rewinds back to that, and then when you do a wall run from there, it actually starts the wall run from zero, and then you can do a full wall run, which is higher than what you would normally be able to do.
I need to take a detour here to trigger this cutscene, otherwise I can't progress in the game. And oh no, a trap! We now have, yep, we have trap corridors in this game as well. Now, I'm actually going to fight these guys. The reason is because I need to build up experience points. There's an upgrade system in this game, and we actually use a few of the upgrades to get through the game faster. But in order to build them up, you have to... Well, there are two ways to build them up. One is by killing dudes, and the other is by breaking sarcophaguses, or sarcophagi. I don't know the proper word.
So here we're going to do that trick again to get a higher wall run, to skip this room.
And then you
can
can
call it like the rewind trick. Or
this is the best trap corridor because you can just jump through it.
And yeah, we're actually going to use that trick a lot. Really,
yeah,
really
that's
helpful.
one of two main tricks that we use. One of three main tricks, actually. So here it is again.
Yeah, all you have to do basically is just jump to a wall, and then a bit afterwards you rewind and then you wall run. That's it.
Right, so we're going to use a platform that's not actually meant to be used at all. That was a weird jump.
Wow, usually when I get that I fall down. That was nice.
Yeah, nice save. Right, so I'm going to kill 10 of these guys just to get 10 experience points at least. I might go overboard, that's okay too. There we are. 14 experience, that's plenty. Now, we've got an unskippable cutscene.
So the combat system is also quite different from the other games.
Yeah,
what you've seen Fingers do is like power attacks,
yeah,
where he just holds the attack button and then you do like a stronger attack, and if you chain them you can go up to 5 in a row, and then 5th one is like a really powerful attack.
So that's sarcophagus. You're meant to break it with your sword, but you could just jump. Oh wow. Okay, so that was one of the few times when the auto aim system just didn't work.
We
Hello,
have lots of donations.
would
so
this
let
be
us
an
know when
okay
it's good
time to talk about donations?
Sure, go for it.
Alright, we have $5 from Tokaloni1. Good luck, Fingers. Do you by any chance know where my leak is?
Still haven't found him yet.
That's disappointing. Alright, we have another $50 from Krippe. Hello everyone, Krippe here. I just wanted to wish all the runners best of luck on their runs and hope that everyone enjoys the marathon. Every year I'm amazed at how far we've come since the first ESA. Thank you, Krippe.
I've actually messed that jump up because I actually did succeed, but then I rewound, and this is a jump I struggle with because the controls are bad.
Yeah, we do this room very unintentionally. You're supposed to go around first and then hit this button like at the last moment, but we're gonna hit it first.
There is another way to get through it.
Then we have to do this diagonal jump, which is really annoying. Alright, nice.
Right, got it. Finally, first time. Alright, so we're gonna do an unintentional wall run, hopefully. Hopefully. You can fail it a few times before having to reset the checkpoints. Nope, I have to reset the checkpoint. Oh no, he didn't even bother. Yep, this room, of course it's a marathon run when this room just trolls me.
Maybe this is a good time to plug the donation incentive for your run. It's already at 30 out of $350, so
Oh, wow.
we actually have a pretty good chance of meeting that if more people donate for the incentive of this run.
Yeah, please donate for that incentive because the glitches in this game are really cool. Right, so I'm trying to do another diagonal jump, but it's just, oh wow, the controls are just not working today.
It's actually really hard to control the prints precisely sometimes.
Yeah, so you might notice I'm rewinding farther than I'm doing. That's just so that I can recover stance. Oh my god! All right, let's just try a different way. Oh my god, why is he not doing it? Yeah, the controls are just messing me up. Oh, I thought I had it. That looks like it. Nope, too low. Wow. The one time when I get it and he just... Right, I think I've got it. Oh my god. Jesus.
Should work.
I think... And I've ran out of sands. And I didn't reset it. Wow, I think I should have just done it the normal way. The intended route. Alright, let's try that again. Oh wait, that was too soon.
We have a donation from Poggington, $25 saying, hello speed friends, couldn't make it this year, but absolutely wishing all the best for the marathon ahead. Show him how it's done, Fingers, and shoutouts to the rest of the Skeletor crew as well. Putting this towards the Forgotten Sands glitch exhibition. Like % needs more love.
Oh my god, I am jumping too soon now. This is why I've got ultra save. Right, you know what, I'm just gonna break these barrels. Oh my god. Nope. And I've run out of sand again. Wow, I do not normally struggle this much in this room. What is going on?
Anonymous donates $50 saying, no fret, smiley face.
Thanks, Anonymous. Right, this could... No, that's too far again. Right, I'm feeling it now. No! Whoa! That was close as well.
That should do it though. What?
Wow!
Usually it doesn't look like he's gonna grab it, but
Nah, I wasn't gonna grab it.
kind of gets sucked onto it. But it's not happening today, I don't think. Okay,
Oh, that's it, that's it. I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. First time!
that definitely saved time.
That definitely stayed at least minus 2 minutes.
Drunken Shoe donates $10 saying, please give me my leak back.
Hey, Drunken Stuart, we're still looking for him. I think he's like way ahead now. Oh wait, I need to reset checkpoint actually here to reset the cycle. My leak!
Actually, in German, doesn't really sound like it.
I kind of wish I set this to English now because it's the same actor who played as Prince in the original Sands of Time games. Well, the first and last Sands of Time games. Right, so my movements is very precise. If I mess up any of this, then I lose like a few seconds. So what I'm doing is the kick cancel. If a prince drops from a big height, then he just does this landing animation, which wastes time. But if you press Y to kick, then that cancels that animation out, and then you can just jump straight away. So
The kick
that's
cancels the fall, and the jump cancels the kick, so you can basically jump right away.
Yep.
Really nice.
That's pretty much how it works.
Gator donates $10 saying, good luck, runners. Put this towards the glitch exhibition for Prince of Persia.
So I just reset the checkpoint there. There are a few reasons to reset checkpoint. One is because if you've got less than one energy bar left, that resets it to 2. And also it resets the vase cycle. So like basically the way breaking objects works is every 4th or 5th time you break a vase, you get an energy bar. But if you reset a checkpoint, it resets it so that the first thing you break always contains an energy bar. And you can also get health back this way. A bit more like God of War than Prince of Persia, really. Right, so that damage is bad, but not too bad, because I can just do this as a backup strat. So coming up, we've got a recently found skip. Robbie, if you want to explain storage.
Yeah, so this is a glitch I found 2 months ago. We call it wall storage. So before you saw how we did the wall run extension,
and I just cancelled it.
to get higher wall runs. That animation where you start on the wall before the wall run is kind of what we're storing here now. And when you rewind near a wall, that animation gets activated. I usually explain it like
I thought I was going to get it, but the game just trolled me. It trolls you sometimes so that the last jump doesn't work. And also it trolls you sometimes because for some reason you can't rewind sometimes. Like, I can rewind now, but for some reason I've run out rewind even though I shouldn't have. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm going to do a backup strat.
Jelsum Laldi donates $50 saying, great to see a fellow Scot at ESA. Good luck on Prince of Perthshire.
Prince of Perthshire.
Right, so here's a better example of the wall storage, because we usually use it to drop from high heights. And this you should not be able to survive, but when you rewind, the prince gets sucked back onto the wall, and then the game thinks you're supposed to be on that wall below, like down there, and from there you can easily survive. So then you can just survive the drop, which is a really nice way to get low quick.
Right, I'm going to take a couple of upgrades here. I use the mouse in this screen because if you use a controller, then you have to watch an animation every time you change upgrade slots, so you just use the mouse. This is why we run the game on PC. You can run it on Xbox 360 and PS3 as well, but
you'll have slower load times,
yeah.
And there's actually one glitch that doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it's a lot harder.
There's also part of the glitch exhibition that doesn't work on consoles. Right, welcome to the first boss.
We used to skip this guy, but kind of want the experience.
Yeah, also we just beat him.
Yeah, he's pretty
okay, I
quick
jumped
to
too
kill.
soon.
So he
Oh my god.
He did a 4-hit combo, and then he did a charge attack on the 5th attack. And yeah, that basically killed him. That does a lot of damage.
I also held forward for the first attack so that he just attacks straight away. Otherwise, he does like this little preparation animation that wastes time.
If you were paying really close attention, you might have noticed he used a certain ability before he approached the boss. It's called Whirlwind.
Yep, we use it mainly for a different purpose in speedruns.
We can actually clip with it, which is really cool. But it's also pretty hard.
Well, it depends on what you're clipping through, real.
Yeah.
So here comes another example of storage, one of the easier examples. So we're actually taking a diversion We need to take this diversion to get the last few experience points that we need before an upcoming skip. Oh wait, I don't have it yet.
Too soon.
Now I've got it. So I've given myself extra health,
So now we have.
but I also have stone armor.
Yeah, we have Whirlwind and Stone Armor, which are both really useful abilities for speedrunning. Will be coming up soon. First, we gotta do a small puzzle.
Isaiah has donated $100 saying glitch exhibit now. Thanks for making this possible, guys. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you for the $100 donation. Right, so we have to do these two puzzles to progress in the game. There is another one that you're supposed to do, but it takes way too long, so we're going to try and skip it. It involves a really, really difficult clip, and unfortunately, it's also the first example of Whirlwind clipping, as Robbie has explained.
Yeah. So with Whirlwind, the prince punches into the ground, and when he gets back up from that, you can move forward without collision for a very brief moment, and then you can do another Whirlwind, and if you chain that usually around 3 times, you'll actually get enough distance that you can get through a door, for example.
There's some things that are easier to clip through than others using that method, and unfortunately this is one of the harder examples. It might take me a few attempts.
But
hopefully not as many as that other skip I struggled with.
So here you activated Stone Armor. It's to survive a death barrier. There's actually a death barrier to prevent you from going down here, but if you activate Stone Armor, you can just survive it. Here you can see almost
I thought
through.
I almost did, but it's not happening.
It's really precise timing.
Yeah. So we've got more donations. Now's a good time.
Yeah, we have another $10 from Drag Pack. Pretty excited to attempt ESA for the second time. Good luck to all my fellow runners and the whole ESA team. Hashtag save the children. And we have another $15 from Piario. Thanks for the show and good luck to all runners. And to all viewers, don't forget to donate. Smiley face.
Right, I think I'm going too slow when it comes to the clipping. Yeah, the timing is super precise. But if I go too slow, then the prince doesn't clip. If I go too fast, he doesn't do the clip. Oh, I nearly had it.
You need, with this method, you need 3 in a row to get through.
I think you can get through in just 2, but...
Yeah, if you get a good angle.
Oh, I could have
Really
tried
close,
it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna have to destroy... Oh, I just messed it. Right, I'm just resetting the checkpoint. Right, let's try this again.
Actually, you have to wait here for Stone Armor to run out, otherwise you don't get energy from the pots.
Yes, some runners don't do that, but I do. Yeah, he wasn't getting anywhere that time. Oh, dear goodness gracious me. Right, I'm just gonna have to do the puzzle.
We have a donation from Anonymous saying, this is from the Alpha Canny Body Squad. Good luck, fingers, from Wednesday 420 crowd.
Thank you. So, yeah, sorry guys, you're gonna have to watch a really, really dull puzzle.
We are super close to $1,000, by the way.
Already? Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Keep the donations coming.
And we're about halfway to your incentive.
Right, so I have to use these 2 switches, unfortunately. I can try to clip again after the puzzle, and it'll be it'll be a wee bit more reliable because I'll get some assistance from a boss. But if I don't get it, I can just kill the bosses. Of course, ideally, I would have clipped through the door in the first place.
At least now you can see why we want to skip this.
Irgendwas stimmt hier nicht.
Oh, wrong camera angle. There we go. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I didn't even need the assistance. Oh, man. Now, why couldn't I do that in the first place? Oh, well, at least we got the hardest skip of the run done. Well, the second hardest skip. The hardest skip is coming up in just a few moments. And I say hardest because it's one that we don't understand. Like, we don't know why it works.
It's not really hard, it's just it doesn't work all the time. So.
Except when I do it, for some reason it works fairly consistently when I do it, the way I do it. But first, we've got a new superpower. We can now freeze water. This is very useful for obstacle parkour things. It's a pretty cool ability.
You can freeze water, but it's not ice.
No, it's not nice. It's just frozen in time.
Very important to note that.
Right, I've reset the checkpoint because I need all the energy I can get for the upcoming skip. The upcoming skip is actually split into a few skips. Gotta reset checkpoint again. So we're just gonna drop down here, and that's the first skip done. There was a quicker way to do it, but that costs energy, and I don't want to spend any energy. So here comes the second part. So I just got to the switch early.
Just a wall run extension, as we
There you go.
see.
Now for the third part of the skip.
Just do another run right here.
Oh, it didn't work. Wow.
It's a good video game.
Right, now it worked.
Exactly the same, but this time it works.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to make the next part super tricky. So I had to break some extra vases. I'm only going to try this particular bit once.
So this is also like a...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't
that's
have
not.
the sand,
That's
yeah.
just not going to work. Right. So I'm actually going to go for the backup strat now, just because I don't have the sands.
Maybe this is a good time to mention that we reached the $1,000. The person who put us over it is Nemesis6 with $50 with a message for the kids.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've...
You can just do storage.
yeah, but that costs sand.
It's easy.
Right, fine, I'll do storage. Oh, wait.
That's
Oh my
not storage.
Oh, no, you're right, that is not storage. I was thinking of the other trick. Right, so
Nice
the
and
backup
easy.
strat will still allow me to get to the skip I was talking about, but it's just going to take a bit longer.
We have a $100 donation from Elias saying, my only goal in life is to see a chat full of one hand.
How appropriate. My one goal in life is to see a chat full of my leaks. Right, so I can now attempt the bigger skip that I wanted to get to earlier, but unfortunately I just didn't have the sand. So, this is the one we don't understand. Oh, I paused too many times, so it might not work. It's
I
just,
think it worked.
it might work. No, it didn't work. Oh wow, I thought I hit a checkpoint. Right, I'll try it one more time.
But if you do it then, it doesn't really save time.
Well, I've lost a lot of time already anyway.
We've got a $20 donation from Poppeter45 saying, hello everybody, stream going great and save both the children and the frames.
Right, so I'm actually gonna break a vase so that I've got more chances at that skip. Oh, for some reason it's not giving me sand. Oh no, you know what? It's because I already broke one. Right, there we go. That's just in case I mess it up. Again.
Okay, there, and it worked. So for some reason, when you pause there, kind of
That
you
happens.
kind of break that wall, and you're allowed to wall run higher.
Yep.
I think the wall run
We-
is kind of made so you can't wall run that high on it, but for some
Yeah.
reason you can break that, but we don't really know how to consistently do it.
Well, I do, but I don't understand why. It's just I messed up the pausing the first time. Anyway, here comes a cool wall run check. We actually went the wrong way. I was holding left, but most of the time Prince goes right. Now here's another example of storage. Oops. I go over rewind too soon. And we just skipped an entire platforming section.
We have another $10 from Anonymous. ESA has been going for over 30 minutes without a tech issue. Feels bad, man.
No tech issues? Oh, wow. Just jokes then. Right, now I'm gonna break a vase, and then I'm gonna kill this orange dude. These are called summoners, and they always give 20 experience points, and they also always give free energy. And then I can just clip through this wall. Oh wow, I thought I had it.
Got stuck.
Sometimes prints get stuck. I thought I had it actually. Wow, marathon luck. Oh wow, major marathon luck. Well, at least this isn't Sands of Time. Sands of Time does have checkpoints. There we go.
There you go.
But if Sands of Time crashes, then there's no autosaves to save you, so you're kinda... Oh, whoops. I guess I did that wrong. Just gonna go for a safe strat. Right, so we're going to kill another one of these orange guys. Another thing to note about them is they spawn bad guys as well, which isn't really an issue now, but it becomes an issue later.
Yeah, later we're gonna have to do
I think it's 2 fights.
mandatory fights.
I think it's 2 mandatory fights involving the summoners now.
We wanna kill them as
Oh wait,
possible.
might need to break those vases. Now here's an interesting jump.
Nice out of bounds camera there.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I need to jump to a specific point of this wall. Yeah, I would have been better off. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go the intended route. Otherwise, I would just waste like 5 more minutes trying to get that one trick. That would only save like maybe 3 seconds.
I don't think anyone's timed it yet. But if everyone just does it because it's cool.
Yeah.
Gotta get them style points.
So this wall run trick works because there's actually a pole that the prince actually reached.
Oh, he did reach it, yeah.
Wow, that's a first. There we go. And now for another skip that was recently found by Drunken Shoe. If the prince just... oh wow, camera please. The one time when I don't want the camera to change angles. Drunken Shoe thought that this would not be RTA liable, but then I found a way to make it RTA liable.
We've got a $30 donation from SpankyWorks saying, Fingers, Prince may have taken your frames, but he will never take your freedom.
Thanks, Spanky. All right, so we've got a really, really cool trick coming up. It's actually where Robbie discovered storage.
Yeah. This area is very interesting. It was very, it had a lot of potential for skips because what you normally do here, you get it's kind of like a chase sequence and you loop around the same area multiple times. So we really wanted to find a way to cut to like a later loop, and this is how we do it.
Right, so we use storage, drop down.
Storage to get down.
Oh, whoops. And then we activate stone armor to avoid a death barrier, which you can walk on.
Yeah.
Now, normally there's like water obstacles, but they haven't spawned, so we actually fall through the floor.
We walk on a death barrier again.
So the safest way to get out of that is jump, extend the wall run a bit, and then just jump back up here, and we've just skipped like half the chase sequence.
Very nice.
Actually, how many experience do I have? Okay, I don't need to kill any summoners. Stuff I should be paying attention to before, because it did tell me as I was killing bad guys. Whoops. Oh, ow. Oh, okay, the prince just turned around for no reason. And then he just didn't bother grabbing the obstacle, so now I have to do it all again. Oops, I was pressing the wrong button. Now you can clip through the upcoming door, but I don't have a lot of sand, and it's not really worth trying to... It's barely worth it. It saves maybe 10 seconds if you've got enough sand, but it's another precise clip.
And we're actually still in that chase sequence I was talking about, and this is like the very last bit of it. And this is the...
Yeah. Also, hello, this is the final boss.
That's the bad guy
that
we're running away from.
His name is Vitash. He's a bit like the Dahaka in Warrior Within, except he doesn't really do much except chase you. There are 3 boss battles involving him, but we only need to do 1. Right, now this is actually a chap corridor which can screw you over in a speedrun, because if you die during this chap corridor at all or reset this particular checkpoint, the game will soft lock. Basically, what would happen is in the next room that we're about to get to, there's a switch that you need to activate to spawn another switch, and that other switch just basically doesn't spawn, and there's no way out of that. Resetting the game doesn't fix it. The only way to fix it is to basically either start the game again or use a backup save. Which luckily I did have, but I don't need it.
Alright, this is a good moment for a $5 donation from Anonymous. Good luck, runners. Donation goes towards Morale's Choice, LRH. Also, I want to mention right now that we only need about $100 more for the glitch exhibition, so get on that.
So this is the observatory. It's a fun little bit to just get through. We want to skip it. We are convinced that there is a way to skip it, but unfortunately we just haven't found it. You can actually clip through to a later room, but the boss battle doesn't trigger there.
There's some triggers missing.
Yeah, and you need that trigger to finish it. Now, here's a fun little visual glitch.
Yeah, it's mainly just platforming,
Yeah.
completing the puzzle, not really
Yeah,
that
so
interesting.
if you've got more donations, now's a really good time.
We don't have any at the moment. So donate.
Come on, I want this glitch exhibition.
Oh, now we have one. Get Ninja, $10 saying, I want glitches.
Same.
Irgendwie bezweifle ich, dass das Gerät für einen Transport gemacht wurde.
The observatory here might remind you of Sense of Time. It also has something like this where you use an observatory to move around a bunch. We kind of replicated that in this game. It's kind of cool.
So this is the last puzzle of the observatory, and there is actually a glitch that involves redoing this puzzle. So if you want to see that again, donate. Right, now I think I've got enough time to grab all these sands, just build up some energy. Oh damn, I missed the platform. Oh well, guess I might as well just wait for it.
Seine einzige Sorge ist jetzt, dass ich ihn angreife und entmachte. Was genau genommen ich wohl auch tun muss. Ich bin dann besser stehen.
So slow.
Yeah, so slow, I know. Right, here it comes. Oh, oh
Why did you
no! I rewound when I thought I wasn't gonna land. Oh no, we're not gonna get slanty prints.
So that is actually faster.
Yeah, it would have
by-
been if I didn't have to rewind. If I didn't rewind by accident
by a
there.
couple seconds, because that thing that we use to get across, you usually have to freeze it for a brief moment to do the platforming properly, and by getting on it later, you skip that freezing, so it just keeps moving the entire time. And then
Yeah, actually, I
Say
don't think I
couple
rewound
seconds.
as much as I froze the water, so it might have still been about a frame faster. Right, now, here comes the hypest of all boss battles.
Did you get ice?
I need quiet time. This is, like, super difficult. Oops.
Don't have
Oh,
ice
wait a
yet.
second. That feeling when you forget the upgrade. Okay, for real. Super hype. Again, really difficult. Oh my god, that was so difficult.
Yeah, throughout most of the game, all of the bosses are really easy.
So
They just like melt
Yeah.
when you use the
So-
ice upgrade.
I used an upgrade called Ice. Basically, Ice, what it does, I don't know if you could see it just from the absolute chaos of that boss battle. Basically, whenever you attack with it active, there's a line of ice that goes right in front of you, and it does a fair amount of damage at first, and then after you upgrade it, it does like major damage. Like it is absolutely broken.
We've got a $5 donation from Anonymous saying,
Fun allowed.
Memes
in play. You guessed it right. It's ESA.
Woo!
That was beautiful.
All right, so we've got another boss battle coming up, but Malik's fighting him already, and we're just gonna check him. Yeah, he's fine, and we're just gonna ignore this guy.
Oh,
Well, okay, we're gonna try and ignore this
Jumped
guy.
on it.
Yeah, I was actually trying to jump past him.
So here's the thinnest wall in the game. And we're through.
Yep, so we just got a 2-minute boss battle. Yeah, I'm sure Malik will be fine. So I'm just waiting around because it's like that being, whoops. Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
guess
Come on.
the traps are getting a bit more interesting now.
Yeah, I can normally get past this normally, but
There are-
okay, but marathon luck.
And here we get another power from Razia.
Yep.
This time, what's it called actually? in the game?
I don't remember what it's called, but basically, you press roll to zip towards bad guys.
Yeah, it's like
you have
it's
to
like a
be
dash,
jumping.
but it's pretty far.
Yeah, I think it's called something dash actually. And yeah,
Yeah,
That's it here.
That's what it does.
yeah, it instantly kills pure enemies and does a small amount of damage to the stronger enemies, but it also knocks like almost every enemy down. Almost, except for wow, why is the cutscene not triggering?
It's usually used for platforming, but a lot of the time you can actually use it earlier than intended. which
Oh
is
wow,
kinda
got
funny.
this first time.
This is,
Normally, this takes me a
small
few
skip.
attempts. Right, now, I'm just
20
gonna challenge these guys to a fight.
oh yeah, this is the best part about it.
Right, okay, that didn't work out. I'm just gonna ignore them. Yeah, I don't know why I even bothered, because, yeah. Right, so, we're just gonna attempt to make a jump. Oh, damn, I died. Let's try that again. Oh, look, I already made it. Nice. Right, so what happened there was I took damage from an enemy deliberately. The reason for that is because normally when you fall to your death, the prince just falls straight down. But if you took damage prior, then for some reason the prince turns into a ragdoll when you fall to your death.
Yeah, you kind
And-
of bounce off of the death barrier there because you got hit.
I don't think it's really a death barrier. I think it's just like
It
a
is.
trigger from how far you fell. But
there's definitely
yeah,
a
basically we abused that to have him land on the platform, and then that triggered a checkpoint as well. So yeah, death abuse is always good.
Yeah, but it's pretty specific. You can't just get hit by an enemy throughout somewhere in the run and then do it.
Yeah,
It has to be
I
an
think-
enemy close to where you do it.
Yeah. So here comes another mandatory fight. Now, I take damage there, but that's okay because he still took damage. And likewise there. Now, there is a skip recently found by the current world record holder, Samabam. But I'm not going to try it for a few reasons. First of all, I don't have the stance for it, and secondly, fail rate is a little too high, and it would take too long to gather the stance. It does involve a trick that I will be showing off later in the run. But yeah, if I was to have done the trick perfectly first time without having to collect sands, it would have only saved like maybe 10 seconds.
Isaiah has donated $50 saying, come on, I'm going the extra mile here. Let's make this happen. And we're almost at the exhibition glitch goal.
Right, so there was a obstacle that for some reason just didn't have a hitbox, so I could just wall run right past it. How far are we from the glitch exhibit now?
About $23. Also, there's another $5 donation from Nixus saying, long time donator, first time Germany. Love watching my fave destroyed get games. Greetings from Watcher. Give this to Runner's Choice. And I assume your Runner's Choice is your own incentive?
Yes.
All right.
So here's a really nice example of storage. So I'm just falling, dead. And yeah, small time save. Oh, ouch, I should have jumped. So actually, every time I'm resetting the checkpoint, I am risking crashing the game. I think there's like a 1 in 10 chance of it happening, so yeah.
What?
The game could crash during the run.
Kind of random odds is that?
Well, that's the odds I'm feeling anyway. I think it might be 1 in 15 maybe.
Just guessing odds.
I'm just guessing. We haven't actually figured out why it crashes other than because it's an Ubisoft game.
It's really
Also
annoying for practice, like if you have to reset a lot. But yeah, obviously in runs it's also really annoying if you crash.
Yeah.
We are $18 away from hitting the goal. And we have Anonymous donating $5 saying, Oispa Kalida. Which it means give me beer.
Sadly, no beer in this game. Right. Lots of shout outs to Malik. So if you've got Franker Faces, I hope the Franker Faces is enabled. If so, show me some Malik. Right, so here comes a really cool skip, which also triggers a glitched cutscene.
Rip Malik.
But I am not going to show it off just yet because we haven't met that donation incentive yet. Oh shit. Wrong upgrade. Also, sorry for the language. Ooh, okay. Alright, we got there.
Nice.
So I won't bother with the skip again during the glitch exhibit because that's the glitched cutscene. Oh wait, I should probably load the checkpoint. I've got more sand. I have to go over there so that the rest of the level loads. The glitch cutscene is because the level didn't load properly because we didn't hit the load trigger at the time.
FFZ being installed as we speak.
Well, it's been installed on our stuffs. Right, so we've got a pretty cool jump coming up. And I just activated storage by mistake. There we go.
That's very nice.
It actually takes me more attempts than normal, so than that. So yeah, glad I took only.
It's a really precise jump, and the game really tries hard to block that view from you. Like it's really hard to see that you can actually go there. So it saves like 20 seconds. So
where's my leak? Come on, guys, show me my leak. So we can just ignore that flag. Right, so this is probably the worst chat or the second worst chat corridor in the game because there's a lot of swing bars, and if you get hit by the swinging axes, wow, I'm actually going faster than usual. That was actually a really good one. It's actually normally a lot harder. Right, so here comes
the platform where we want to go is up here, so we can just reach it like that. We only found it recently. There was another way to get here, but it was a lot more precise and a lot harder, and also slower. So we just do this now.
So up next is a skip that I found, I think just before Robbie found storage, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
A bit over 2 months ago. Call it fish skip.
Yep, yep, fish jump.
Oh yeah, fish
So
jump.
we just jump over here,
You just jump,
and there we go. We just
jump
skipped
on
a,
the fish.
we just skipped a minute and a half combat. I think it's a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe not as long as that.
It's normally a mandatory fight, and then later, or after the fight, an enemy spawns at that platform where you jump to, and then you can dash to him. But with the fish jump, you can just go there right away, skipping the fight.
Can I read?
So if we've got any more donations, which I hope we do, then we might have time for one more. All right, I guess we don't have any more donations.
Oh yeah, we do. We've got a $50 donation from CB Raffle saying, always happy to donate for a good cause. Can't wait to join you guys tomorrow live at the venue. And then we have Ben Spoons saying, for the glitch thingy. And then we have another 5 saying, runner's choice, let's make it happen. I am pretty sure we have hit a glitch exhibition goal.
Yeah, we probably
Woo!
did. Right, so I just managed to do the easiest skip in the game. So easy that I actually found it by accident when I first started running this game, back when my PB was like more than 2 hours.
Good old times.
Yep, good times. And also, it was mostly glitchless. Oh, come on, come on, come on. And in fact, if you've seen my run from 2 years ago, my even more disastrous run than this year, then you'll know that it was pretty glitchless.
Here's another mandatory fight.
Yep.
Gonna go for the summoners right away.
there's the summoners. Easiest way to kill them is by either zooming to them, doing a jump attack to them, or just kicking them, and then you can just stab them while they're down. Right, I've got 1 upgrade point, so I'm just gonna upgrade my ice. Ice now lasts longer and is also stronger, so this fight should be fairly quick, probably like another 20 seconds, maybe a bit longer. Actually, no, there's some bad guys that didn't want to move up to me.
Every time I'm able to operate the bad
Right.
guys.
Now, here's another one of my favorite skips.
It's a really cool skip here.
Yeah. So what we do is we just go here, we go left to a platform we're not meant to be on, do a wall run up here, rewind so that I can actually be on the invisible platform, and then we just get up here.
Yeah. So what happens there is
Oh, by the way, this door doesn't exist.
the prince tries to reach for the water swinging pole, but since it's not solidified, he can't grab it. But then the game doesn't really know what to do next, and then you're just able to walk on a slanted wall.
Right, so up
You
next,
there to skip.
Up next is a skip that every single runner of this game wanted, including myself. It's a boss skip, and we found it, I think, shortly after Robbie found storage.
Yeah, this is the best example of storage. So we're gonna drop.
Yeah,
an
if I can get
insane
it.
knife.
Knowing my marathon luck so far, yeah,
But
it might take
the
a
thing
few
with
attempts.
storage is
And I'm losing sand rapidly, so this is not gonna
because
go well.
of the storage glitch, you don't have storage anymore.
Oh wait, I do not have storage, you're absolutely right.
The game never thinks you're safe when you have storage, so it just keeps rewinding until you're near a wall.
I've got it again. Right, let's try that again.
Farm.
Yeah, that was too far
So
away.
he's trying to jump close to that bridge so that the prince gets sucked onto it. with the storage glitch.
That should do it. Yeah, that's it.
And then
There we go.
There we go. And then we just skip a 2-minute boss fight.
Yeah. So I'm just breaking those vases for safety, but I also went back there to trigger. To spawn this room. We used to think that there was going to be a much harder way to get this skip. It involves a special glitch. If you watched my run in ESA 15, you'll already know which glitch I'm talking about. But for those who haven't watched it, well, glitch exhibit incentives been met, so we are going to have one hell of a time. I'll give you a clue. Oh shit. I'll give you a clue. Prince doesn't normally go topless in this game. Yeah, I'm just going to reset the checkpoint here. I probably should have done that in the first place.
Die Djinn keinen Besuch wollten.
We have a $5 donation from Brimstone saying, good luck on the rest of the run, Fingers. Put this towards leg percent.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's another clue. It's called leg percent. Now, this is where we meet the Beatles. And I don't like the Beatles. I think they make really bad music. Joking, of course. The Beatles are cool. So we just kill them. So unfortunately, we have to do this puzzle, this series of puzzles in a speedrun. I think there may be a way to skip it. You can clip to the room.
Impossible.
Oh shit, wrong way. Oh well, saved it.
Yeah, when you like, there's this staircase in the middle that goes down after we've done the puzzles. We can actually clip to that very early, but the later area doesn't load.
Well, it no. Well, I think the later area does load, but the wall doesn't, unless
It doesn't
somebody's.
load properly.
Oh, does they? Oh, did somebody check already?
Well, it doesn't have collision.
Well, the walls don't have collision, but I am half convinced that the area after that still loads. Only half convinced.
We have a $20 donation from Anonymous saying, hello from the US. SGDQ may be over, but there's still ESA to donate to. Oh my god.
Thanks for that. So I set up storage a few minutes ago just to have a 5-second skip. And you can actually jump a lot later than the ledge, like maybe a quarter of a second later after you left the ledge, which I actually used to jump properly. Otherwise, the prince just grabs the ledge, which wastes 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, did I say prince? I'm actually dressed up at Setsio.
It's still the prince.
Well, yeah, actually, it is still the prince dressed up at Setsio.
We've got a $20 donation from Old Huibian saying, never heard of ESA before today, so here's $20. Greetings from California. Hyped for the runs. Thank you all for putting this on.
Thank you very much. ESA is very hype. I am looking forward to seeing the rest of the runs. So we just got a new superpower, as I call it, from Razia. It's rather dull in comparison to the previous ones, but it's still cool. You can basically spawn platforms that are glowing, otherwise glowing, but you can only spawn one at a time.
Yeah, it's like it's called Recall, right?
Yes.
Like these platforms used to exist a very long time ago.
Which is confusing because Warrior Within calls its Rewind Recall.
Yeah.
Also, I now have to do a backup strat.
But you basically rewind back to a time where those platforms did exist. It's kind of the thought behind it or something.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, also we are now at the underground city of the Djinn. Razia is a Djinn, we should probably explain that. So, meet the Beatles, guest starring Shield Men. I did not manage to think of a musical pun for them, sorry. Oh my god, I normally only have to do one. That was a really bad fight. So, this is going to be the first time we meet the giant guys. In casual play, they're really cool mini bosses, but in a speedrun, you can pretty much take care of them really quickly. So, I think I forgot to upgrade.
They have the heavy attack upgrade then.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, and I had the experience as well. Oh well, you can still kill them pretty quickly. Normally, to finish them off, you're supposed to do a quick time event when they reach a certain amount of health. Oh wow, nice reset in the combo game. Oh, actually, I should load checkpoint here.
We're gonna do one of those good old ball attempts.
Yeah, this should be familiar to those who have
Remember
actually
those?
been paying attention to the run.
Can just barely make that. Skip this room.
Safety jump. You can activate that platform before that last wall jump, but it's very precise. Oh, come on. And you can press B to skip that curtain. Now this is an excellent chat corner because if you're almost guaranteed to have a really good cycle. So you can just blast your way through it after resetting the checkpoint. Now, coming up was what used to be my favorite skip, but then Robbie found a faster skip, so we're just going to do that instead.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for ruining one of my few favorite skips.
It's a lot easier. So this is another usage of storage.
Yeah, it's a very different use of storage though.
Because when you have storage, the game the game doesn't find a safe point to rewind to. And usually when you do this, you land on the ceiling and you get stuck, and then the game takes away your ability to rewind. But when you have storage, it doesn't take away your rewind. And then when you are on top of the ceiling and you fully rewind, you are able to walk on it, as you can see.
Oh, interesting camera.
And with that, we can now hit this checkpoint, and then we can go inbounds again.
Yeah. Still a really cool trick. The old trick involved basically using Whirlwind clipping to... Oh, I don't want to do that yet. I need to break these vases. Yeah, the old skip involved clipping into a throne and then just jumping out of the throne to zip to a switch. But yeah. The way I just did it is I think it's not as fast but it is still faster just because you have to wait. Right, so these next two doors have a very special property because these are essentially double doors. If I can just oh, come on. There we go.
There you go.
So basically I was having to do some very precise movement with my analog stick to activate a wall run on the other side of the door, which is only possible on these two doors and I believe one other door.
Yeah, you can use it on multiple doors, but you have to be like inside the door.
Yeah.
So most doors are too thin to be able to be inside. But these doors actually, they have 2 layers, so you can actually you know, you can just stand inside and then you can
Yeah.
wall run.
It's actually a
To
shame
flip.
I managed to get through that, because if I had failed it, there was a chance of a really cool glitch happening, which unfortunately I don't have the save for that for the glitch exhibit. But that doesn't matter because we've got way better glitches anyway. Now coming up is a skip that I used to struggle with, but I should be able to get it no problem after a few attempts, unless marathon luck, unless I jinxed it.
Yeah, this room.
That wasn't it. I was only going to try that trick once.
That was,
It would have got me here a little quicker.
when I was routing, this room had a lot of potential because you can see, like, he just activated those pillars. Where we want to go is actually up here, and that
Right.
looks-
Nah, I think it was.
We're gonna try to.
It's actually a bit
reach in.
harder with this costume on because I can't see
Yeah, you
different
can see his chin.
chin.
He for some reason uses
Right,
chin.
I've got it.
So yeah,
Right, so I just
You
need
can-
the camera. Line up the camera here. First time!
yeah,
For
that's a really
real.
difficult skip. It's really precise.
Yeah.
But the setup is pretty good.
Well, I more struggle with the setup nowadays than with the actual execution. But yeah, I managed to get it fairly quickly. Ouch.
So you kind of you extend your jump by jumping next to a fence. It kind of messes with the auto targeting, and then you might have noticed that he kind of got stuck when he was going over the fence that he jumped to. And when you rewind that, you're actually able to walk on the ledge, as you were able to see.
Oh, come on. Oh my god, these guys just were in the worst position. It's actually gonna do that.
Bam!
Oh, damn. Right, try that again. Oh my god, stop reaching the ledge. Right, you know what, I'm just gonna...
Auto targeting.
Oh no,
OP.
oh no, I can. I can do it the normal way, it's fine. I can still do like, if the bad guys will just get me up.
You can jump there to a shortcut.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I was trying to get a bigger shortcut, but the enemies weren't
Now
letting
he's
me.
gonna do.
Oh wait.
You didn't. Well, don't think
Yeah,
it
I just
works out.
realized.
We was gonna do
Yeah, I just
storage, but
realized.
then
Oh, I did it.
kind of messed it up. But
Yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
I did it. I did it one cycle too early, but it's okay.
It was supposed to be a bigger skip, like to here.
Yeah, but
But,
I
it's
messed up
fine.
the jump, so
Doesn't matter.
it was still a big enough skip. Right, another mandatory skip. Fight rather.
You still haven't had the
I'll get enough experience for that.
heavy one. So.
Yeah, this fight gets me enough experience, I think. Because there's a big guy as well. You might have noticed that the big guy didn't even have a chance to spawn properly. Oh wait, I still have one more sand. Oh wait, actually, I need to reset checkpoints. Oh no, I've lost the upgrade. Well, I kill a summoner anyway, so that's okay. Right, that was a zip I wasn't meant to be able to do, but you can, and that saved like me doing a cycle. I'm gonna kill this guy, and yeah, I'm gonna take this upgrade. I need it for the final boss, but it's also useful for a couple of things.
Got a lot of energy stored up now.
Yep, I'm gonna
Go for
attempt. Whoops, wrong way. I'm gonna attempt a door clip a couple of times because it doesn't save a lot of time. Still saves like time if I get it. It's not as hard as the one that I struggled with. Oh wow, He clipped through the wrong bit.
That's ridiculous.
Nope, okay, I'm just gonna do the puzzle. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Worst time for a super jump. Wait. That made no sense. He was meant to actually reach that beam, but auto-targeting didn't work. I could have tried that clip again, but can't be bothered.
Actually, I have no idea how to do this.
You don't know how to do the puzzle? It's easy, man. Oh wait, I don't even know why I reset the checkpoint. So you just get that guy to face this way, flick the switch, and then you have to hold the water ability, otherwise the door just closes again. It's very tight without the upgrade that extends the amount of time you can freeze water, but it's still pretty cool. So this is the first and only sword upgrade we picked up, but it doesn't activate until we get into Razia's lair one more time. But that's okay, because there's nobody to fight.
And then we amplify our damage by...
A lot.
What is it, 14 times or something?
Yeah, I think Samaban managed to calculate it, but basically we can one-hit kill most enemies now.
Do a lot of damage. As of now.
Right, so we're now on the last leg of the game. Or yeah, I think I might be able to meet estimate. Just. Right, so I need to reset checkpoints here for reasons you will see in about 30 seconds. Hey, we just do this normally, blah blah blah. Then we reset checkpoint again. Oh no, the door is closing. No, wait, the door just doesn't exist anymore.
Doors are just a suggestion.
Yeah. And then for this checkpoint, we reset it again. And oh, look, the door's open. It actually does open, and then it just slams shut silently behind you as soon as you get through it.
I don't really know exactly why it works, but how it works is...
I think it's just a glitched checkpoint. Come on,
you reset
Prince.
the checkpoint, and then you move to the position that the next checkpoint would put you in, and then the door opens for you. I think, or my theory is that it's a way to prevent soft locking, because if the door opening was tied to the checkpoint, then maybe it wouldn't open if you reset the checkpoint too quickly. So I think it's just kind of lazy programming or something. But yeah, it's really nice, so we can skip 2 fights there.
We have a $15 donation from Usoppy saying, "Hey ESA, from Russia with love. Respect to the Russian restreamers. We, by the way, have a Russian, a French, and a German restream."
I was hoping for a super jump, but I think I messed up one of my jumps. Oh well. So yeah, in the previous room, just before I clicked through that door, there was meant to be a battle there, which was meant to be mandatory, but because of the way I jumped, oh wow. Yeah, I was meant to just zip to the birds, but for some reason, the prince just didn't feel like doing it. We've got time for more donations, by the way, because it's mostly just straight parkour if you want to read any more.
Sadly, we don't have any more right now.
Okay.
But we did meet 2K so far already, so that's pretty good.
Very nice.
Thank you very much. All those children will be very grateful.
I hear the game really likes to put a lot of birds, or well, the developers liked it. I don't know. I think it's kind of
yeah.
lame.
in Sands of Time, the birds are really, really annoying. In this game, their only purpose is to serve as platforms, essentially. Now, there is actually a glitched checkpoint I just triggered. If I was to have restarted from there, I would have been knocked back to the start of the previous room. Which killed a run. Alright, so we've left Jin City. Oh, that was an interesting jump. We've left Jin City, we're now back at Malik's palace. I should have explained that this is actually Malik's palace. Oops. I was trying to jump towards that switch. There is a way to get... Oh my god. Okay, finally, right. There is a way to skip this room, but I actually do have the sense to do that, but, well, I'm nearly done with it. And the clipping is, again, one of those precise ones. Oh, come on. Oh my god, I'm trying to roll and the princess wants to get back down instead. Right, here comes a very small time save. Just save like maybe 3 seconds. And then for some reason, jumping onto this particular beam via wall running works.
Auto aim OP.
Alright, so we jump to that wall so that we can reach that beam, but you have to do it from that very small lump of sand.
Earlier you saw the thinnest door in the game. This one is the thickest. But right now we have a lot of sand.
Yep, and also there's a very unique property about the room after. So I'm clipping through the door. Oh no, I fell out of bounds. And then so rewinding for some reason loads the level.
Like
so
for some reason
yeah.
it loads when you fall out of bounds below it.
I think it's
weird.
the rewinds that causes it to spawn actually.
No, like you can go out of bounds and just load it without rewind.
Oh, yeah, but then I had to rewind to get back inbounds.
Yeah, that's cool.
So thankfully this is the last trap corridor in the game. And the next bit is just straight up parkour. But first of all, a very fun glitch that I think saves like as I get through. A very small glitch that saves maybe like 2 seconds. Here we go. And again, this is one of those glitches where I don't understand why it works. I just remember there's another neat glitch here.
What?
Yeah, I just went
Never seen that
backwards.
before.
Yeah, I found it a while ago and then completely forgot about it until just now.
What the hell? It's a good game.
Oh, okay, wow. Don't know why the checkpoint didn't trigger until that second time. I think it was because I was still in the air. Normally checkpoints... Oh, nearly went the wrong way. Yeah, normally checkpoints only activate when you're on ground, like so. But as you've seen sometimes, some checkpoints activate while you're in the air. I activated the water freeze at the last minute just so that I don't get the over swing animation thing.
So much water wasted.
I know, right? I think, well, to be fair, the place is kind of falling apart. Like, I imagine before the sand monsters came in, like, all the plumbing worked fine. Right, now, here's a big pile of monsters. So you want to just roll past them and zip along to them. Just do a mix. Just use your instinct. And I'm just gonna grab these here. Now there's a small skip here. I'm gonna try and do it the quickest way, but if it doesn't work, there's a couple of backup strats.
You can dash to that bird.
Yeah.
if you
Well, but I
do
don't
it
think I was
correctly.
precise enough. Right, I'm gonna try one of the backup strats. There we go.
Or you can just do that.
Yeah. There was another backup strat which would have also wasted no sands at all, but I rewound, so yeah. Oh, why did I do that? I could have just zipped straight to the bird. Right, so we are now coming up towards the end of the game. I'm just gathering a lot of sands. And then we've got an unskippable cutscene, so I'm just going to take this opportunity to take a small selfie. And, oh yeah, read some donations if there's any.
We have a $5 donation from Anonymous saying, oh, wow.
Wow, I think was a good word to describe it. I want to get the crowd. Come on, crowd, stay cheese. Or hype.
T-Tours.
Right, that should do us.
That was great.
Okay, I like Shannon Satan's use of fuzzy pickles. Shoutouts to Earthbound. Right, so you couldn't skip this cutscene, but for some reason you can skip the 2-second cutscene straight after. Oh, yeah, something I was hoping I wouldn't have to mention. Sometimes when you're fighting the bad guys, if you attack them in a certain way, is that all of them? No, this guy's still alive. Yeah, for some reason, sometimes the Prince Light pulls off a finishing move, which wastes time because I'd rather just kill them through regular attacks. So yeah, if you've ever played Bayonetta, you can see where it got its inspiration from.
We have another $20 donation from Hockington. Hey, again, Fingers. Have you tried playing as Rogue or that guy?
Oh yeah, so if you've seen last year's ESA, you'll know what he's talking about. So yeah, you might have noticed that I sometimes land on the platforms before they spawn. And actually an interesting property of, I think it was the previous slidey platform, the platforms disappear, but if you rewind after they disappear, they stay disappeared. Also, I just reached a checkpoint, so I should take advantage of that.
Spike the Dragon donates and asks, I'm asking the runner what I should have for my next meal.
For your next what, sorry?
Meal.
Pizza?
Anand donates $50 saying July really is the month for destroying the games, isn't it? First SGDQ, ASM, and now ESA.
Oh, I've never heard of ASM. That sounds fun.
Australian speedrunning marathon.
Right, so we're now at the final boss battle. So I'm just gonna hide over here, charge up my attack,
Nun,
and then just wait until the bad guy spawns and then just kill them all. Or no, not kill them all, leave it for you alive.
hätte es nicht eine zugänglichere Stelle sein können?
There, he's gonna attempt to set up a quick kill. on the
Yeah,
boss.
I actually rely on a sound cue, so I'm gonna need some quiet time. There it is. Just gonna activate shield for safety. Right, and he's already half dead now. So I just skipped the first cycle, and then he's gonna do the second and then the third cycle straight away. Normally you have to hit him with strong attacks for, damn it, shield guy's dead. Yeah, you have to hit him normally with strong attacks before each cycle. But because I did more damage than intended, he's just going to do the third cycle straight after the second cycle. The battle is split into 5 cycles, and I'm going to attempt to attack him straight after the third cycle, and then straight after the 4th cycle begins, and then that will hopefully skip the 5th and last cycle entirely. So 1, 2, 3. So how I do more damage is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th attacks. Oh, sorry, no, just the 4th and 5th attacks do more damage than the first 3. So that's the 5th attack. Get ready for time! Time! Well, I didn't BS in it, but I'm not surprised considering how badly it went early in the run. Right, I already knew the bad guy still alive. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, the